Hello again. So today I'm gonna talk about how to move from level A1 to level B1. So I was talking to my good friend Joe. How you doing, my friend? And so he was asking me, how do I move from level A1 to level B1, and what do I need to know, and what do I need to do? And so, as I promised, here I am making a video about how to move from level A1 to level B1. So, as far as I can tell, I'm level A1 in a lot of languages, and I'm still I'm still level A1 in a lot of languages such as Turkish, such as Romanian, such as Vietnamese, and more and more and more. And languages that I've just started, such as Wolof or Greek. So it's not always easy to move from level A1 to an intermediate level B1. It's not easy at all. The thing is, we gotta keep on studying, we gotta keep on working. So today I decided to do one thing. One of my subscribers told me that he focuses on first time he studies Teach Yourself, focuses on the dialogues, only on the dialogues in communication. The second time he studies grammar. I believe I will do this concerning languages that I want to start now, such as Malay. I have already made one lesson in Malay, but that's nothing. So concerning Malay, I will definitely focus on the dialogues. There are 2 dialogues per chapter, since each 16 chapters, I believe. So I will focus on the dialogues. So what I believe that I can advise you guys to do is to do that, to focus on communication, the dialogues, communication, dialogues, communication, and then you move on to the grammar patterns. And you don't have to move on to the grammar patterns in every chapter. But in every 3 chapters or 4 chapters, you could revise stuff and then study grammar. If you use Assimil, you just have to listen and repeat, to every sentence, and then pause, play, pause, listen and repeat to every sentence. Make the exercises, at least the first one. Make the exercises. Read in English or whatsoever, and then read in the language you're studying. Play, pause, same deal here. And by the time you're making those exercises, try to get the grammar out of it. And that's what you should do concerning Teach Yourself. So, if you use Teach Yourself, try to get the grammar out of it. So, let's see. I don't know if I'm being so helpful in here, because it's a really difficult question. How to move from beginners to intermediate level. But I would say that if you focus on the dialogues, on communication, and play, pause, sentence by sentence, try to learn it by heart. You don't have to memorize the whole dialogue, but try to learn most of it by heart, at least something like 75% of it. And then move to the next dialogue. And if you feel more like into learning expressions and words, you move through, let's say, 3 chapters. But I would advise you guys to do other things too. I would advise you guys to move through the dialogues from each chapter. Study the dialogues from each chapter, both, and then or whatsoever, or the ones that there are in the dialogue, and then at least read the grammar sessions and try to understand a little bit. Try to understand personal pronouns, try to understand the formation of plural, basic grammar patterns. See, try to understand gender, masculine, feminine, neutral, whatsoever, and then move on to the next dialogue. I'm studying Latvian a little bit like this. I'm very delayed. It's been a while since I don't study Latvian, but I was studying Latvian a little bit like this. I listen to the dialogues. I repeat the dialogues, something like 3 times or so whatsoever, but sentence by sentence, and I repeat mentally. And then I play the dialogue again. I might play the dialogue something like 3 times, and repeating mentally each sentence several times. And then I just read a little bit of grammar, and I just say, okay, let's see. Okay, this is a conjugation of the verb. This is how we make feminine words and stuff like that, and then move on to the next dialogue and learn expressions and so. I believe I'm being a little bit confusing in here, but I'm so sorry, guys. I believe I'm being really a little bit confusing in here. But this is a good way to move from level A1 to level B1, doing this with every chapter. So if you guys choose to study something like three chapters in every three chapters, and then study a little bit of grammar patterns, that's okay too. But I would advise you guys more like trying to move through the dialogues and just taking a look at some grammar patterns, important grammar patterns, just like the ones I talked about. And by the time you finish studying Teach Yourself, you should revise the old dialogues and then study grammar. Maybe it will be better this way. Read grammar then, but study the old dialogues. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. By the time you are revising Teach Yourself, you should revise the old dialogues and then read grammar and try to get the grammar out of it, out of the dialogues, without exactly memorizing all that rules and stuff like that. I hope that this is useful. I don't know. I admit that it's been a little bit confusing, my explanation in here. But if you guys got some questions, please go ahead. Feel free to answer and comment. And see you guys then.